Hi, it's Dean here. This is a look through of the book Transformers Legacy, the Art of Transformers Packaging. If I open it up in here, you're going to see who it's by. Bill Forrester and Jim Sorensen. I've got pretty much everything that these guys have put out as a book on Amazon. In particular, I liked the Allspark Almanac and the follow-up to that. This book I bought on the strength of how much I like their previous work. Let's have a look at what's inside. There's Star Saber there. The book doesn't exclusively stick to Western G1. It goes right through G1, so you've got a lot of Japanese stuff, especially in the back part of the book. I haven't read it yet. I've just got it in my hand, so I don't know what they talk about here, but the pictures are really obviously what I bought this for mainly. I had hoped that each character would get a full page spread like this. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I mean, there are these interesting sections here where they show the art in its original context. But as we get further on, obviously this is not showing what I was going to show. The main characters like Optimus, they do get full page spreads. But the lesser guys like Minibots here, for example, get all shoved into one page, which, although the pictures are pretty good quality, I just had, in my mind, I had thought they're going to be a whole page each, and I really wanted that, but it didn't turn out that way. Perhaps that's got to do with the resolution of the original art. I'm not sure at this stage whether they had original art to work off, or if these are just restored off multiple sources, but all the characters are pretty much jammed in like this. So, I mean, each picture there, let's get the ruler out. This picture of Prowl is about 15 centimeters tall, probably about the same size as what it was on the actual box art. So it's not really a huge complaint, it's just my expectation. It's good to have all these pictures in one place. So I had all my box art from G1 and I kept it for so long, right up until about a month or two ago, and I just couldn't. I've been filing Transformers box art right through from the beginning until now for so long that it just overwhelmed me, and I dumped it all in the garbage bin. So one of the things that freed me up from having to hang on to so much cardboard and paper was the knowledge that this book was on its way. And I thought it's far better to have a really nice, glossy, brand new looking artwork in a book like this that can be easily stored and referenced than it is to have literally a mountain of folders with clippings in them, which is what I had. It was just consuming my space, so I did dump those. There's a full page of Megatron there. I've had that picture of Megatron in so many formats. I've still got actually a t-shirt with him painted on it. I got an artist to paint it on it, or rather a friend of mine got a friend of his to paint it on that t-shirt, and I still wear that to work in the morning sometimes before I put on my shirt. So yeah, I'm very familiar with this artwork. Kind of grew up with all these pictures. Constructicons, man, brings back memories. Probably the first box art I ever saw was this picture here. I mean, I haven't ever seen some of these pictures, so deluxe Insecticons there. I didn't get the ones released in the West. I got them imported from Japan, so it's pretty cool to see their original artwork. Different kinds of Astrotrain, which is pretty apropos at the moment, considering that two third parties are doing Astrotrain, one based on the Western colours, one based on the Japanese colours. I always liked the darker purple one myself, probably because that's the one I think appeared in the cartoon, which is generally how I think of Transformers. Oh, awesome, look at that. That is so awesome. As a kid, I spent countless hours just looking at pictures like this and trying to draw my own little pictures like that. This book is really good. I'm skipping through. I'm not going to show everything here. You can go and buy the book yourself if that's the kind of thing you enjoy, and definitely this book is worth getting. I don't know what it costs now. I bought this a while back, just came in the mail. I think with shipping it was about 50 Australian dollars. If you're in the US, you can probably get that much cheaper. but it's like I'm skipping a lot of pages here, but this is really, really nice. And it's good to have artwork. Like I've had this, but I've always had like price stickers or little food discolorations on the packaging or sun damage, and so all my artwork I've been looking at all these years has been really not as beautiful as what these have. Oh, Ripper Snapper, probably the second box art that I ever saw. My grandfather got me a Ripper Snapper from Kmart when I was pretty young, and Blot, a character that I always wanted to get. Moving on to later years, I remember as a teenager getting Power Master Optimus Prime. I've looked at that picture so many times as well. Let's skip a huge chunk to the... Maybe we can find our way to the Japanese section. It still looks like Western. They're Action Masters there. I've got that. I'm going to skip a huge chunk now. Alright. That's a pretty cool picture of Star Saber. Galaxy Shuttle. I've never had either of these toys. I've often considered buying them, but I just thought that's a kind of rabbit hole I don't need to get into. But with Masterpiece coming out so soon of Star Saber, I've got a feeling they're going to open a whole can of worms for me with bringing in Japanese only characters to Masterpiece, which I'm probably going to get. So Victory Leo, I hope they do a Victory Leo. They've gone with Star Saber, they really need to do a Victory Leo, don't they? I've got all of these guys. Okay, so that's about it. I mean, I haven't gone through every page. There are literally hundreds. Let's see, how many pages? What's the number on the last page back here? It's like 293 pages in this book, and virtually every one of those pages has a beautiful piece of artwork on it. If you're going to buy a book this year, if you don't buy many books, I would suggest that this is probably one of the best choices that you've got for anything. So I buy quite a bit of Transformers related stuff off Amazon, but if you're looking for just value for money, this book, the Transformers Legacy, the Art of the Art of Transformers Packaging, is pretty freaking good value for money. So I highly recommend it, and it's pretty cheap. Go out and get it. I'm OD, and thanks for watching.